Hello.
Hello, Puppet.
Welcome.
Yeah,
It's Regrettable Reviews.
it
We're
is
back.
with the full team here. Had a couple
Sorry, I
weeks.
was at a concert.
No, heads must be banged.
Heads must
Is
be
what
banged.
I said. They will not bang themselves.
No, they will not. That is very true.
And then last week was just a miscommunication, so I just did the retro replays thing, which I'll probably just do as filler episodes.
I love it.
I might do that next week while I'm on vacation, just like a short one. Go to the Outer Banks.
I love that for you.
Yeah, it's a family reunion thing.
Nice.
So,
but we're here tonight talking 2001: A Space Odyssey, which
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be talking about.
First time?
No, I've seen
Oh,
this
okay.
before.
All right.
I had seen this before. I hadn't seen it in a really long time, so obviously I rewatched it and took notes.
Yeah,
Which I
so
have right here.
yeah, this is definitely somewhere in between your art house feely films and entertainment.
This is a fucking masterpiece.
That's what I'm saying. Like it exists in that realm of the artsy things you really, really are looking for.
It's like, well, first of all, I did forget about the 2 minutes of just total blackness.
So did I. When I just
the
put it
opening
on,
of the movie,
and I'm like, why is it
Like,
just
what's
black?
happening?
And then I was like,
we
You're
thought
right,
something was wrong because I watched. Kyle had a copy of this. We thought something was wrong with his 4K Blu-ray. And we were like, oh no, but no, we were just idiots. But and what an iconic score, by the way.
The music in this is 10 out of 10.
And the scope of this, as soon as you start, is so fucking incredible because you have these beautiful panoramic vista shots of this desert.
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah,
or something.
Sub-Saharan Africa. And the monkey suits are fucking incredible.
You got to remember, this is what, 1968,
Yeah.
1969, and these monkey suits are on point. Like maybe in 4K, you can kind of start to really see.
You can see a couple of the scenes.
Up to the most high def versions, you couldn't really make it out. They were pretty damn good. I'm sure when I saw this as a child, I was convinced they were real.
I cannot imagine seeing this as a child. I watched this for the first time in high school. I think seeing it as a child.
I mean, it's more of a thriller horror when you're a child.
I would imagine so because
it's supposed to be suspenseful.
The sequences like this that have these very unsettling vocalizations underscoring them for very long periods of time, and it continues to build. It gets creepy.
As a child, you're waiting for something to happen. And this is just going on and on. And it's great for tension building for an adult.
Yeah. It's just so... And I don't have a problem with it. I think where this movie loses a lot of people is the runtime.
Sure. But this is one of those artsy films you can get away with that if you're into the
every
art.
second of
it. Yeah. What would you cut? I mean, yes.
There's nothing to cut.
There's tons of things you could.
Yeah, you theoretically could shorten up a lot of these sequences, but you would lose something fundamental.
Yeah, and what would you end up with? Let's say you cut most of the monkey scene, most of these scenes, and you shorten up some of the other long shot tension building scenes. You could end up with more of an action thriller, and that would not have been good.
Yeah,
it would just been a bad Alien. Well, pre-Alien, but
yeah, that's not what I want. Is my hot take.
This was different for sci-fi.
And I think there's something to be said for films taking their time. I think not to be everything used to be better, because that's objectively not true. But I think we're in an era currently of things having to be very, very snappy.
We have very short attention spans between smartphones and streaming technology and everything. We have very short attention spans. We want that instantaneous reward. We're ready to move on to the next.
I'm not above instant gratification here. I have plenty of, I spend plenty of time on fucking TikTok, but
But I don't sit down to watch a movie for instant gratification.
Yeah.
I just don't like when it drags on for no purpose.
Mhm.
And so again, I'm going to bring up your beloved movie that I didn't really enjoy, Solaris. It felt like it dragged on for no reason.
Okay.
I don't.
mean, I can see how someone would feel that way. I don't.
Parts of it, not all of it. Again, that was even longer than this.
Mhm. I mean, I don't feel the way I feel about Solaris because I think it's above criticism.
Right. Certainly not a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, I like. For me, in terms of rewatchability, a movie like that is like an 8 or a 9 or a 10, depending on the individual movie. But that's also because you said it quite well when we were talking about it the first time. I am the target audience.
Exactly. Yeah. For everybody else, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but the rewatchability is very. Not just a bad movie, it's just I saw it. What more should I gain from seeing it unless I think I've missed part of the story?
Mhm.
Which I get a little bit more with this, but I could see giving Solaris a couple extra points for that I didn't think about. There's a rewatchability to the fact that
This sequence is phenomenal, and it shows it shows the origin of tool use as the monumental fucking leap forward that it was.
right,
Like it treats it with all the gravitas it deserves.
and it just does it so well. Like,
Yeah.
with this epic score,
Yeah.
with this triumphant music,
Mhm.
and all he's doing is smashing the skeleton.
But then when it cuts to that, the tapir falling down dead.
Right. You see that they've learned to
Yeah.
cut music with tools.
Brilliant.
Thanks to the obelisk that randomly dropped on the planet.
Yeah, that's where things get a little wiggity.
Is
And
the
I'm here
obelisk
for it.
God?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. I'm sure some people do interpret it that way. I don't really even know if I have a particularly concrete interpretation for the obelisk. I just sort of.
You can always watch 2010, the year we made contact, or whatever it is, the year we went back. There's a sequel, and I think it basically answers any questions you would have for this. And for that reason, it's like not a bad movie, but everyone's like, I wanted the questions.
Yeah, I wanted the questions.
That was what was good about watching a 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
Is that everybody could walk away
and be like,
with
huh.
talking points.
Yeah.
Once you answer all the questions,
you lose something.
Yeah.
Weird movie to watch with ads. Just saying.
I know, but my HBO Max subscription is paid.
Understandable.
I should have seen if I had it on my Plex server, or if you had the DVD, I could Blu-ray, and I had you bring that.
Oh, I didn't know we had that capability. I
We
will
do.
remember that in the future.
Yeah, we do. Yep. I have one that I can plug right into this, and then we can have, like I was talking about, not having to stream both on one machine.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll help us too with the other issues we might have. But yeah, I mean, they do.
And the shot composition in this is just fantastic. Like,
it's gorgeous. I feel like I'm watching a nature documentary.
Yeah. We got to go back in some ways in the film industry. Like, look at what made these things as amazing as they are and take cues from that again.
I want the artful intention of Stanley Kubrick and Alfred Hitchcock without the tormenting women of Stanley Kubrick and Alfred Hitchcock. Is there some way to do it without tormenting mostly specifically just women?
May I offer you David Lynch?
I actually don't know. Like, off the top of my head, I could not name you David Lynch things.
That's fascinating to me. But that's also because I'm planning on getting a David Lynch tattoo.
Right, like you're very into David Lynch.
Very into David Lynch. Look at the actual little baby monkey.
I know.
Cute.
No, that was a child in a costume.
Something about that technical. I'm so sad that we lost it.
Do you literally mean lost it, or do you mean like just figuratively we've moved on from it and we should go back?
I think there are some things that were like.
I just don't know because it's very plausible that it could have literally lost.
I don't know if all of it is like actually like quote unquote or like knowledge, but I think there are some things where it's like we don't do it like this anymore because there are like certain chemical processes that have fallen out of favor or like that can't shit that we don't use anymore because it's not safe. I could be totally wrong here. I could be pulling this all out of my ass, but
Yeah, whatever. When did the original Planet of the Apes movie go out?
I have no idea. I've never.
I'm waiting for the commentary because I'm thinking that this gives some vibes that are nice to that too. And I would
Also,
love
this like already said they're not but this fucking murder scene is brutal.
And especially like that last bit there where he threw the bone at the dead guy. It just counts.
And there's
same year.
And there's no gore whatsoever.
So I feel like this makeup is better than Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I've seen pictures by a long shot.
Have you never seen the original Planet of the Apes?
I have not.
Have you seen the new ones?
I've never seen a Planet of the Apes.
That's tough. I want to make you watch the original series because it's a series, and then I want to make you watch the remakes, but they're very different things. It's tough.
This is stunning. These macro shots of space are so incredible, and the miniatures that they build, like the ships.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my favorite conspiracy theory is that
I can see why people thought Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing.
That's where I was going. Yeah, that they paid Stanley Kubrick to fake the moon landing. He agreed to do it, but he had to film on set.
I was the one who told you that.
Oh, I think I'd heard it before, but yeah. We talked about this. It's such a good. Like he refused to do it unless he could film on
location.
On location.
And he still would.
That is absolutely what he would have said if they told him to.
We're like, we need you to fake the moon landing. He'd be like, no.
But outside of that, I've literally watched an hour-long video about why it would have been easier to land on the moon than to fake what they did.
Oh, I'm sure.
The technology literally did. They would have to invent the technology to fake it.
Yeah.
Whereas the other technology did exist.
Exactly. But yeah, these miniatures are great. Frankly, I think they're better than Star Wars.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree. In some ways, they're very simple. These.
Oh, I was gonna pull up the chat. Continue.
Yeah, I was just saying they're very simple. In this, you got this double circle space station and the space shuttle later. Star Wars suffers from it needs 87 different miniatures.
Yeah.
So you kind of run out of time. I can't spend as much time on each ship because I have so many to design.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses.
Seeing the Pan Am in space makes me chuckle.
Oh yeah.
But
I also love old sci-fi accurately predicting future technology. Like the original Star Trek The Next Generation accurately predicted everything with cell phones, iPads, all that. And this guy, he's got the TV on the back of his plane seat.
Yeah.
Which is it? We only got that in the last 15 years,
oh my god. This whole movie I enjoy watching it so much. I'm so thoroughly entertained the entire time. Love the stewardess uniform, retro futuristic vibes. It has the
focusing on grip shoes to show that she's wearing special.
That she's wearing grip shoes, and also if you notice, she has a little stirrup on her pants so that the cuffs don't float up. Yeah, I think this whole thing is brilliant.
What did they do for the Is she just? That's obviously just hanging by a string, not floating.
Actually, they had to because they experimented with doing it with a string. I saw this in the IMDb trivia.
Okay.
But they experimented with doing it with a string, and you could see it, or it was catching the light on camera or something. So what they did was they took a sheet of glass and they took double-sided tape for the strap around it. You can kind of see her pull it off.
Oh.
If you look really closely.
I always like to obviously they didn't go to space. Obviously they didn't have zero gravity, and they weren't Apollo 13ing this crap back then because we didn't have the vomit comet. So I wonder how they made her look like. She was doing a very good job of mimicking not weightlessness, but the lower gravity that's caused by the centrifugal force. It's pretty cool.
That's extremely cool. And the set design is just flawless.
For lack of a better word, this is stellar.
Yeah, absolutely
stellar. The level of detail into these screens and everything, and they don't come up again.
No.
You don't need to know that there's all these different buttons and all these different screens. I just love it. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's this attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this strongly inspired George Lucas in some of his set design for like ship interiors and everything.
Oh, I would.
I just wish he had stuck with it instead of. And I'm not digging on George Lucas, but once he got big enough, he was kind of like, "Well, I have my own ideas."
Mm-hmm.
But you already used someone else's ideas to build your ideas. And people liked it,
and the starting point was great.
So, like, going further doesn't seem necessary.
Just like this.
That's literally a scene in Star Wars. This, like the big open docking bay. With this, like, he definitely was inspired greatly by this.
Which, like, I mean, who wouldn't be? Is the
question
I would bring to the table.
Yeah, if you're doing sci-fi and you don't watch this just as a, let's see what they did. How would I do this? Well, let's watch 2001, see what they did.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's, everything about this, I think, is so good. Set design, costume design, overall production. Wow.
The cast is realistic to what I would expect for near future for them.
It's all of this still looks very futuristic to me.
Right. Well, let's see. 1968 to 2001 is 33 years, so that would be like this will be being set in 2058. What would we think things would look like? Not much different.
Yeah, really not much different.
It'd be a little flashier probably, and I would expect to see like a Taco Bell logo on the side of it.
Yeah, everything.
Someone is sponsoring it or
fucking advertising.
A Tesla symbol or something, because God knows it's the world's first half trillion.
Oh.
Made me so sad and angry.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. Like, everything is so thoughtful in this.
Mm-hmm.
He's interacting with these nice ladies here in such a human, this is my day job way.
Yeah. And like the fact that they had, instead of having this guy waiting for him, that they gave him the sort of human moment of like, oh, sorry, just got here.
Yeah.
Like, I think it gives the future a very, like, as much as this is incredibly like futuristic and like maybe feels a little bit distant, I think that brings it closer.
The translator thing.
Yeah.
She shows the video for English, but it had
like Dutch, Russian, Spanish.
The practical things. I think Chinese was on there and Japanese.
Yeah, this is not a bad prediction, I don't think. Like the voice print identification.
Terrible technology, but it works.
Okay,
we good? Are we good?
I hope y'all didn't lose too much of us.
Good catch seeing that, though.
I do what I can.
Hey, we're back. All right. I just wanted to wait till I actually saw it here.
Beautiful. Yeah, love the chairs.
They remind me at the certain angle of like balloon animal poodle.
Yeah,
the shape of them.
They do kind of have. Look at this fucking FaceTime.
Oh yeah, he's about to FaceTime video chat, which is amazing.
I love that they still, the notion of the payphone is still a thing, but it's a like payphone for.
That's also probably the most realistic thing.
FaceTime, yeah.
That you still could be charged to do basic human connection.
That, but also like the one thing they kind of missed was like that everyone would have a personal one of these.
Ooh.
Like that's where the prediction separates from the actual future.
Yeah. I love this calling back to see his little daughter. He's about to go on a mission. Again, could you cut it? Yes. But like we're learning about him, experiencing him as a character, like really getting to know him.
Mm-hmm.
You lose something to not have it.
I agree.
She's so adorable.
Yeah. But I had something and I just lost it. Damn it.
Choo-choo left the station.
Yep, without me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Actually, funny thing I noticed when he is talking to, I didn't notice this the first time I watched it because it hadn't happened to me yet. When he's talking to like the other scientists here that he's meeting, I noticed that they have like their little carry-on bags are the Russian airlines I flew when I went to St. Petersburg.
Again, very realistic that there'd be like a mixture of things, like the Pan Am flight, but the Russian airbags. You know what I mean? Bags.
Yeah. The guy who does a Russian accent here, Aeroflot. But this guy's Russian accent is not great.
I don't know who the actor is, but I wonder what his actual, like, is he English? Is he Scandinavian? What is he? You know?
Who knows?
Making this Russian accent.
But also, I think it's funny. Like, I always find it funny that in science fiction movies that were made during the Cold War, that the part of the sci-fi, part of the fiction part of it is that we're cooperating with the Russians in any capacity.
In general, sci-fi, unless it's targeted to be dystopian, almost requires this like connection and cooperation and this utopia.
I get exactly what you're saying. I just find it funny that to an audience at the time, this would have played such crazy fiction.
Russians and Americans working together?
What?
Nonsense! That's not true, though, because this is 1968, and before this was the original series of Star Trek, and they had everybody on that ship.
This is very true, they did.
They made sure of it. It was very...
Oh, the original series is great.
They had one of everything.
They did
that
amazing.
Sounds worse than I meant.
But they did amazing things for TV.
They did.
First interracial kiss?
Yeah, it was actually supposed to be Leonard Nimoy, so it was going to be an interracial kiss, but it was going to be an interspecies interracial kiss. But
damn.
Yeah, but William Shatner ended up taking it because he thought it was better. If someone was going to have a controversial big news thing, it was going to be him. But I also like that. And here's why. The first time we get to see a white man kiss a black woman is going to be when he's in green face.
Yeah.
It feels very weak. So in this case, I'll let William Shatner's ego help us. Yeah, see, the original series had Chekhov. He was one of the helms.
I do recall.
Sulu.
Oh, there's a shot that comes up later. This like 360 shot of the stewardess where she's like going into a different part of this 0G plane.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
They did such creative.
They did incredible things
with this.
Yeah, the shot composition in this movie is so creative. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
When the pen was floating around earlier, it reminded me of a good joke, but it's also a bad joke because it's not practical. And it's about when faced with making a pen that would work in space.
The Russians used a pencil.
The Americans spent this many $billions
developing it.
The Russians used a pencil. And that's actually a bad joke also. It's funny because it's like, haha, quick solution. But the reason we didn't use pencils is because the graphite shavings are a fire hazard, and they just float into like electronics.
One of the sort of futuristic fashion details that I really like that we have going on here is that instead of ties, a lot of the men will have like a brooch thing at the collar, and I just think it's a little detail, but it makes it seem so futuristic.
Yeah, they've all got the straight collar instead of the lapels, and that on it they have that little brooch, very akin to like a what is it, a reverend's collar or a bolo tie or anything like that. Actually, the tuxedo I wore to prom one of the years, it was a straight collar and it's a gem here.
Love that. That's a power move.
I also took a sword cane with me. It was a mixture of.
Should have.
Yeah. Still pretty nerdy though, kind of like dopey. But
I mean, we're gonna sit here and pretend I wasn't a nerd in high school.
Yeah. Speaking of Taco Bell on the spaceship.
Yeah. Taco Bell.
Why does it Taco Bell?
Did you know I've never had Taco Bell in my life?
Really?
Really?
It's not bad. And when it was cheaper, it was actually, their value menu was delightful. You go there and for like $7, you could get fat in one day. Super Side Me had nothing to Taco Bell.
Yeah, I've never had Taco Bell. Every person I've told that to is shocked.
Because it's a staple American fast food restaurant. Or you've had other fast foods, so it's weird that you never ended. Well, do you like Mexican?
I do like Mexican.
Okay. It's cheap Americanized Mexican.
Where was
Weird to go from Taco Bell to Chipotle though.
Yeah.
So is next Moe's? Are we just moving up the line?
Yeah.
That also from the back looks literally like these new
yeah, it really does. Every aspect of this film I find so striking. And like these little details, like you have like this sort of blended space food as your in-flight meal.
That makes sense, yeah, again.
Because you're in lower gravity, of course.
Cheaper to transport like dehydrated ground food and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the size of these TVs they're watching on.
I love it.
These flat panel TVs inside the walls that did not exist at the time.
Exactly.
She's watching a martial arts movie. Or no, it's just a match. She's literally just watching people do a sumo wrestling tournament.
I love all the details in this movie. I love that there's even like the shot of what's his face, our main guy currently. I don't remember his name. But there's a shot of him looking at the instructions for the zero gravity toilet.
Yeah.
But like that's attention to detail, like showing that is a thing that exists in universe. Maybe someone's like, oh, like how would that work?
And I think they focused on what really works and how a zero gravity toilet actually works.
Yeah, this 360 shot is fucking nuts.
How careful she is with her feet.
Would be these like interconnecting gravity fields, because like she's essentially walking up onto the ceiling so she can go into another section of this.
So is this rotating?
The set?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Is that how they did it? I'm just wondering.
Possibly. I'm not actually sure.
No, she was walking real smooth for that.
This is very
true. She was walking so deliberate that it would make sense if it was rotating and she was just slowly moving with it.
Yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, that shot is nuts.
Christopher Nolan stole the spinning scene, except for he let the camera stay steady.
Yeah. But yeah, and like the these like interconnecting gravity fields make for such interesting shots because you can really play around with where in the like in your sort of in universe location the good is.
Yeah. You know who else did the rotating and changing gravity perspectives? Space Truckers.
Space Truckers did do that.
So, you know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of instructions.
A lot of fucking instructions for the zero gravity.
There's 10 steps, and each of them is at least one full paragraph.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
So yes, like a lot of this could probably be cut down.
Yeah, but I still think you lose.
We're learning so much about what they're going through. You know.
Yeah.
There's no tension being built here, but that's also probably good because now we saw the tension in the beginning.
And
now we're lulled.
I find it so entertaining to see all the little details of this world.
Yeah. And now, like I said, now we're lulled into this false sense of everything's going well. Yeah, no. So that's just where we started from. It was chaotic and violent.
Now we're good.
We're good. We're evolved. Look at us.
We've evolved.
Americans and Russians are working together.
We've got
to elect a bad president. No, sorry.
We've got international space flights.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah, like look at the detail of this. Crazy.
I would not want to build a replica model of any of the miniatures for this.
No, because they're so detailed.
Because it would be 750,000 parts. You know, some of which would be half of the toothpick size, in the exact right position.
Yep.
Little hole that also kind of looks like an evil face to me.
Just a touch.
Yeah, what else got out of there? You got? You got? What do you got?
Well, when we sort of get into I would say this film is divided into 4 acts rather than 3.
Are you splitting up the intro into its own act, or just part of this?
Well, because like the monkeys, this when you get onto the ship with Dave and Frank,
yeah.
And then the psychedelic sequence. That's
okay. All right.
So when we get to I love the moon tourists.
Oh, it's so cool! Like,
because of course there'd be moon tourists.
Why wouldn't there be? Yeah, there's Moon City and Moon Tourists. And...
Love it. But my first note for the sort of third act of this is that Hal's voice is just so fucking iconic.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, you know why it's Hal? Oh, okay. There's a reason it's Hal. Because it's IBM -1.
No shit.
It's a what's that called?
Like, look at the shot. Shit. Star Wars wishes.
Right? They wish that the Death Star had a closed dome that opened like this before it fired.
Exactly.
And used those points to put that would have been a better scene.
I would agree. But also, I have a question, and that is, why do we as a society seem hell bent on creating Hal?
To be fair, yeah, we are literally going to create Hal, not like we're not going to create Skynet. Skynet can't Hal. Not a real thing, but we will create Hal.
And it won't end well.
Yeah, the first person with a fully smart home is going to die in their home.
Yeah,
because something went wrong.
Oh, you know what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like that short story where with the mechanical. Yes. Yeah, what the fuck is the name of that short story?
I read a bunch of these sci-fi short stories when I was younger, and I always get them mixed up. One of them has Babylon in the name, but I don't think that's it.
Not it. That's And I know that
Caesar Cipher. Yeah, Caesar Cipher -1.
I haven't watched this yet, but I know that there is a Soviet animated short film that is based on that short story.
Oh, nice.
And it's just like the house.
Yeah.
And that is on my list. And there's so many iconic shots crammed into one movie. Like, it's kind of incredible.
A lot of red scenes in this, and I'm not sure what they're going for. Like, lots of red light.
I mean, to put a really blunt point on it, it just sort of makes you feel some type of way.
Horny?
No.
I'm kidding. No, I mean, think that's it. I don't think that's what they're going for, though.
I don't know. It has an otherworldly feel to it, I think.
It's a little very different, very other, if you will.
Something of substance. Yeah, it is it's very other.
What is this right flag? I don't remember.
I think it's some sort of like space, like there will come soft rains. Thank you. That is exactly it.
That's the one where the house wakes up and does all of its morning routines, but the world is destroyed outside.
Yeah. There's like some International Council of Astronauts or something in this movie. It's mentioned a couple times.
So this is that.
I would assume so. Also, thing that I didn't, because again, hadn't happened yet. I hadn't seen this movie yet, but I didn't know that. What's it, Frank? One of them is the boyfriend from Black Christmas, the shitty boyfriend.
Black Christmas.
The horror movie with Olivia Hussey.
You've seen it?
Highly recommend. It's a great one.
Is it a horror or is it a slasher?
I would
dude with weapons.
Man, would I describe Black Christmas? Kyle, help me out here. Would we describe Black Christmas as a slasher? I don't think so.
Who's the villain? A person?
Yes. A man.
We're leaning already towards slasher.
We're leaning a little bit towards slasher, but there's not a lot of on-screen slasher.
Oh. But just because you don't see people die.
Okay, yeah, but the best one.
Okay, yeah. So it's still, again, for it to be horror, there's just a certain je ne sais quoi.
We need to invent a phrase that means that, but isn't French.
Why? Why do you hate the French?
Because once you commit this hard to the bit of hating the French, it never stops.
That's my brother, Nick, and there's so many people I know that's a thing they just lean into. Cheese eating surrender monkeys.
It's not even that. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, no, I know. If you commit to the bit, and then like every time it comes up, you get to like freedom fries, you know.
Oh, that shit's cool.
I know what it means.
I'll find another language. You know what? I'll translate that into a bunch of different languages and pick the one that I think has the most entertaining rhythm to it.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Just whichever language it sounds the coolest in.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm hoping it's like tag along or something.
That would be fun. That would be very fun. Or like a language that has click consonants.
Oh God. Oh, okay, that's gonna be really fucking hard. And I'm not gonna imitate what it would sound like now because it would be racist.
Exactly. Anyway. When Frank goes out to dies first. Right?
Bad. Yeah. Yes, Frank dies first.
Whichever one of them it is in the red suit who goes out to fix whatever's wrong with that like satellite array or something. The fact that they have the sound of him breathing like in the suit over the entire like it really puts you there with him.
Right.
That was because like this is a long ass movie. We're not getting to all of it, so now I'm like looking at my like.
We sort of have to jump ahead.
We got to jump ahead, but I'm like looking at all the things that I purposely didn't take a shit ton of notes because I knew we would be watching at least some of it, and I would have a lot to say as things occurred. But now we're getting into like these are the things that I thought are really important about, or like that really stick out to me about this because like they're the things I actually did bother to write down.
Right.
And just like again, one of the things that I really latch onto in the third and fourth act, most of the third act of this film, is just the sets are so incredible.
They put time and effort into every one of these sets.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that doesn't look too dissimilar from the Winnebago and Spaceballs.
No, it does not. I
just realized that shuttle does.
Now that you pointed out, I do not disagree.
Which very well could be kind of they were playing on multiple things because they were in that movie.
Yeah, could be.
Mostly Star Wars, but not entirely.
Yeah, especially their little space station.
Right.
That's totally circular. Like the shot following him as he like runs around this gravity field, this artificial gravity field.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. But I thought that
dryer vent duct spacesuits.
But they didn't. But
they look good.
They look good as shit.
They don't look like someone who's doing a cheap sci-fi movie.
They don't look like someone who's doing a cheap science fiction movie. And I think, like with the moon landing, so fresh in the public consciousness, like these still look like the bulky spacesuits that one would kind of expect. But they're a little bit more streamlined. Exactly, they're a little bit more streamlined. They didn't go crazy with it.
Which is the other reason I know Stanley Kubrick didn't take the moon landing. It would have been much cooler.
Yeah.
If the spacesuits would look much cooler. Yeah, exactly.
If Stanley Kubrick had faked the moon landing.
You can't tell me the lighting would have been that terrible.
Exactly.
If he had done that.
But I think the reveal that Hal is listening is so brilliant.
Yes. the fact that he's not called upon yet, he's still listening and figuring things out. And it's, you shouldn't be doing that. No,
yeah, no.
You're a tool.
And then you have the intermission where everyone would go get high in the parking lot.
Is that really what people did?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I would have definitely gone out in the middle of this movie to get high.
Yep.
And that would have made the second half
crazy.
Because like you'd be a little bit high, and the tension is high, and then it'd get psychedelic, and
fuck yeah.
Oh man, now I don't have to do that.
I would like to take a strong edible and watch this movie.
No, I want to take a strong edible through this movie and watch this movie.
I have to time it so that I'm like at the peak of the edible.
Yes.
At the
just as the fourth act is starting.
Just as the fourth act is starting.
So you're a little giggly and goofy, but it's intense, so you're not. And then boom.
Exactly.
I just everything about this. It's so well done.
The pod like turning around when he's out there in space, like untethered, is so unsettling. How killing the astronauts in stasis is scary as fuck. I love the shot of just like the vitals, and it goes on for a second long enough that you're like, oh, maybe this is okay.
Yeah.
And then it cuts out.
Yeah.
And at the I would say the narrative climax of this film, something particularly fucking creepy about hearing the computer beg for its life.
It goes back into that. It begs that question: is it alive?
Yeah.
You know, it thinks, therefore it is. Well, Descartes would say that.
Maybe.
I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't really know what I personally would say, but some would.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just.
It is a stellar movie, and again, I know that's
stellar.
A terrible.
Yeah, this is not a fresh take.
Yeah. So, what would you say if you were talking about the rewatchability of this? How would you rate this? I don't even know what IMDb has this thing at.
I don't, and it feels like. I feel like I'm underselling this movie by saying this, but for rewatchability, I don't give it the perfect 10 out of 10 because I think this movie is best enjoyed when you have time to sit with it in between viewings.
Yeah. Like, this is not a watch every year movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree.
It is hands down when someone says, "Oh, I've never seen it."
We're fucking watching it.
What are you doing tonight?
Exactly.
You know, that kind of thing.
So I'm knocking it off that 1 point. It's not even knocking it off there. It's
being realistic.
Yeah. I would call it a 9.
Okay. I think I would also go like 8.5 or a 9.
Okay.
And IMDb has it at 8.3, so I feel like
that's not too far off.
We nailed it on that one. Because again, there's so much to see in this.
There really is. Like you could pay attention to like so many different little details.
Right.
Every step of the watch of this
movie. Everything matters. Everything you see on screen is relevant. So good. And what about contribution to sci-fi?
Everything?
All of it. It is the sci-fi genre, right? 10 out of 10, right? Because number one, pick any long-running sci-fi TV show or series of movies, a franchise of any kind. They have made direct Futurama literally does
oh god, yeah,
thing with it where he's eating the candy hearts and the ship is in love with him. Right?
Oh, fun.
You watched Futurama?
I've seen 2 episodes.
Oh, really good.
I've heard very good things. I could get into it.
Widely respected, but you are now like 15 seasons back. So.
Well, I mean, we're on season 5 of the X-Files now.
Yeah, fair. But I'm just saying, anything goes long enough in the sci-fi world, they're going to pay direct homage to something.
Oh yeah.
And even if it's not sci-fi, I've seen references to this in like Family Guy with like the monkeys.
Yeah, and also and like not necessarily even just like direct references, but like shots inspired by this. It's even
costumes,
even in non-sci-fi movies, you get shot composition that is that's like a nod towards this.
Choosing this type of atmospheric music over that type of music. You know, like this, they look very like big orchestral stuff for some of the scenes that really sort of out of place, but that is done so often because what Thus Big Zarathustra is such a big usage from this point forward. Yeah. It's this set that on the path.
Oh, yeah.
In every fucking movie that we want.
This is as good as sci-fi gets.
You know, unless you're looking for something. If you just want sci-fi, this is. But if you're looking for action, this is not going to
yeah,
action.
Okay. If you're looking for action, this is probably not for you.
Well, it's got all of the right pieces for a great sci-fi.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're giving it. We have 9.
Yeah. It feels stupid to even ask for anything worth changing about this movie because there's not a thing. I don't know, maybe someone else out there would have given equal performance as Frank or whatever.
Could you have recast them? Yes. And maybe you would have gotten an actor that would have done a good job with it. Like, I don't know. Hero 2. Let's, great actor. Maybe? Like, why?
Yeah, why would
this is probably one of the only movies I've ever asked, but why?
Yeah.
And if you want to break the movie, I mean, recast someone to be less appropriate. I mean, it doesn't matter who you pick. Just pick someone who's slightly less appropriate or someone who's too recognizable for other roles. So again, like putting William Shatner in one of these roles to break the movie, and I'm not digging on him. I'm just saying he's so recognizable.
Yeah. Like, you're not going to see what
yeah. I love their spacesuits.
Their spacesuits are awesome.
I love it. Easy bake oven on their head, whatever that is. I bet people can hear that awful tone.
I hope not, but maybe.
Hey, we made it to the Jupiter mission 18 months later.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying when this is what I mean when this is broken up into 4 acts. Because you have the monkeys, you have everything pre the Jupiter mission, you have the Jupiter mission,
right,
and then you have the psychedelic sequence.
Right. Yeah. It's just hard to break up the monkeys because they're such a small part.
But yes,
but they are
still
different.
Feels so separate from.
So now the obelisk was up on the moon. So it went from Earth to the moon at some point.
Obelisk.
That was the moon. See, that's what I'm talking about. You watch this movie
and you have
questions about, well, what were they trying to say?
Exactly.
Sometimes the curtains are blue, but sometimes
it
means something.
I like it a lot more when the curtains aren't just blue.
Right.
It's a lot more fun.
But it depends on what I'm doing it for. If I'm reading it for this purpose, then I want the curtains to just be blue. I don't care. So you're just describing the room to me. If I'm looking for thought-provoking entertainment, then yes.
And
there's something about the choice of blue for the curtains.
I'm gonna bring it back to Solaris for just a second. This is what I was hoping you would get out of that, because this is very similar to what you're experiencing right now. Is very similar to what I get out of that movie.
I said I'd give it another try. That's the best I can do.
And that's why this is where I was hoping.
I'll watch the 2003 version.
That would be you.
No, I've seen it. I actually saw that before I saw it.
Yeah, this shot's fucking awesome.
Was this in the trivia? How did they do this?
I did not read all the trivia.
Because again, I'm wondering if they just literally have a rotating room.
It's very possible.
That seems like something Stanley Kubrick would do. And it's got a central pillar. It'd be easy to make just a giant rolling room.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just has to slowly run around it like this.
Amazing.
But it's so realistic to what you would do for exercise in this scenario.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to do? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Really. Running in circles.
Yeah. If you want to watch something fucking awesome, watch this movie.
Watch this movie. You should just watch this movie. This is
even if you don't like science fiction, watch this movie.
You can watch this for the drama and the tension.
There certainly is a lot of that.
It doesn't matter that it's sci-fi. That's just aesthetic.
The design of Hal is so iconic.
Oh, that evil red eye.
Exactly.
Look. Yeah. Yep.
Terrifying. 10 out of 10.
This movie just does it. It does everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put half this much effort in, you have failed.
I would agree.
It's bothering with the climbing down the ladder scene. Mm-hmm. Again, it just sells the set.
It really does.
It sells the movie.
Absolutely excellent. So have you been up to anything fun lately?
Lots of end of summer, start of school season stuff with the boy. We didn't get to do as much stuff as we wanted, so now we're trying to fit in all kinds of things before it gets too cold out. So we went to the farm. There's a bunch of farms in the area. We can go and do like corn mazes and stuff. And
oh yeah, I did that shit with my kids.
Yeah, so we take him to that because he loves it.
Nice.
As I was saying to you, like I'm trying to fill in more episodes so that we have a little bit more like consistent, constant things going on. So I'm going to be doing the retro replays thing where I just put in half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. Right now I'm doing KOTOR. Maybe down the road I'll do something else. We could even mix in like multiplayer things at some point if we wanted.
I'm totally down.
There's got to be some collabs we could do.
Portal.
Portal and multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
The original Portal?
Portal 2?
Okay, I've never played Portal 2, so now you're talking.
Portal 2 is a work of fucking art.
I liked Portal. Portal was really good.
You will love Portal 2.
I'm sure I will.
Some of the best video game voice acting there is.
Oh, for sure. The original Portal, the theme was written by Jonathan Cole.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I'm just trying to put some stuff out there. Keep us in the zeitgeist, if you will.
I like it.
And I will be out of town next week, so I won't be on Big Dumb Monsters for Monday. But I may not just randomly stream some kind of gaming because I'll be in the Outer Banks family, and I'm sure I'll need to escape.
This is the best of us.
You may see an hour on me. Oh, you know what else I've been doing? So my son wanted Minecraft. So I bought him Minecraft also. He played it a little bit, then he stopped playing it. But he had a free version of it on his phone. He was just playing that knockoff versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got him a tablet so that he would have data, so that he wouldn't have to be on Wi-Fi to play games he liked. And we bought the real Minecraft because it's like $6 for the Play Store. So we bought that for him, and then he liked that for a little while. Then he watches stupid YouTube videos, and he sees a game called Teardown. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's very similar to like the blocky construct stuff, except they're much smaller blocks.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
And it has real world physics. So like if you cut down the bottom of a building, it falls.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. As opposed to a Minecraft, you cut down the bottom of a tree, it just sits there.
Yeah.
So I just bit the bullet and bought him Teardown because I didn't know what else to do, and I thought he would like it. He loves it. And the other thing is, all of the DLC, like custom made things by people, is free.
Nice.
You only have to pay for like expansions by the company. Whereas in Minecraft, if you make something, you sell it in the market to me for real money. I don't want that. These are just mods for the game. Like, you do it for the love of the game.
Ooh, health. Fucking iconic.
Yeah. So I'm playing through the campaign of that while he plays just sandbox stuff. And he builds all these mods and then goes and plays them and does the craziest shit. Whereas I just play the actual missions.
Very nice.
What about you? What do you do?
Viewers of Fighting with Friends will know that I've been to a shit ton of concerts lately. I saw Acid Bath, and then I went to the New England Metal and Hardcore Festival, and then after that, I went to Sleep Token, which was amazing.
That sounds amazing.
I did cry.
I don't know if I cried, but it would be fun.
Anyway, and I saw Black Parade at Empire Live.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
And other than that, I've been playing a fair amount of video games myself. I've been working my way through making sure I have all of the collectibles in Fallout 4. So going through and checking that off. Started playing Hollow Knight. I haven't gotten very far into it, but I do like it.
I like the look of that game, and I think somewhere deep in one of the systems I have, it's buried in my wish list to buy. Is it available on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's definitely on my wish list there. So if it ever goes on sale for a cheap price, I'll get it. But I was just watching videos today. I watch a lot of when I work at the office. Don't listen if you work with me. I watch a lot of Watch Mojo videos.
Love that.
They're just fun videos. Also, they have very specific politics that they've decided not to be secretive about anymore. Anyway, they were doing like games with the hardest levels, secret levels. You got to get. I saw 2 different videos. One thing called Shovel Knight, which looks very similar to Hollow, but he uses a shovel and he's not cute with his phone.
Interesting. I've got things coming up. I'm going to see going to see Dogma. I'm going to see Whitechapel, and
I would love to see Dogma.
I'm really excited about that one. And I'm going to see Avatar. And next year,
Jesus Christ,
I'm going to see Ghost 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row is a bit much, but I'd still do it. If they were like doing a 2-nighter in the same place, I would not. There's no band I would follow.
They're not doing a 2-nighter. I'm going to North and South Carolina.
I would never follow them. There's no band on this planet I would follow. Unless I was already traveling, I guess, and the lineup was slightly different.
No, all I have a friend who lives in North Carolina and 2 friends one friend who lives in Maryland, the other who lives in Virginia. We're all meeting in North and South Carolina. We're making a whole girls trip out of it. I'm very excited.
I mean, yeah, if you're making a thing out of it, I guess with like a lot of people maybe you don't see that often, but I just couldn't justify otherwise.
That's fair.
It seems like you have a good justification.
That's completely fair, but I don't know how I'm already so excited. I don't know how I'm supposed to last until almost February. We're going as skeletons the first night and bats the second night. We already have tons of costume plans. So, yay.
If there was any possible way that he noticed you at both shows, I feel like he would say something about it, He seems like the kind of guy who'd be like, hey, you're not stalking me, are you? Jokingly.
Yeah. It's possible, but we're pit the first night and then seated the second night.
Gotcha.
So unfortunately, that is not a possibility. It would be fucking hilarious, though.
That would be like the epitome. You'd never need to go to a concert with them.
No.
You get called out.
I would have peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dogma's going to be a really good time.
They are so fun.
Dogma is so much fun.
Never seen them live, but like, just their music is good.
This is only like their second US tour ever.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because they only have 1 album out anyway. I wonder if the microphone's picking up the child yelling.
No, probably not. But he's got feelings about something right now.
Sounds like it.
We're disagreeing about something, and one of them is 5.
I would imagine that that's the one being unreasonable. What else is there to say about this movie? Then it's fucking perfect.
Just watch it. Please watch this movie. I mean, just invest the time. Watch this movie. it's so worth it. I know it's 2 hours and 46 minutes. 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Here's my hot take. Like,
it's worth every minute.
It's worth every minute. If you can't watch a movie that's over 2 hours long, you are the problem.
Yeah, like I still to this day prefer the extended editions of Lord of the Rings. Those are close to 4 hours.
Yeah, they're fucking long.
But they are also a mix of action and art, so you get that art entertainment mix. If this added in some action scenes or whatever and stretched it out to 4 hours, maybe that would be a thing, but I don't think so. I almost feel like I don't want that.
I definitely don't.
I don't think I do. Yeah, I like this as it is.
Yeah.
If I were to trim things out of this, I bet I could save 5 whole minutes.
And really, at that point, who fucking cares?
Right. That's about all I think I could save in this movie. Every second we're watching, I'm like, oh, we could probably trim this back. By how much? 32 seconds?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I would never. I love that when he's playing chess against Hal here, he's like, oh, there's something you overlooked. And later he says something a lot similar about the fact that he was like so thorough in making sure that Hal couldn't hear them, but he didn't stop to think that he could like see them and read their lips.
Right.
Yeah. Amazing movie. I think we should leave them with our words of wisdom.
I think so too. I think that's all I can say about this.
Yeah. Don't shake alien eggs.
Never trust an Android or onboard computer.